The Concord, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to call it done. However, there's two things that you will not see me do to this, and I'll explain that in just a moment. But anyway, got the decals on. Once that dried, I went and took Vallejo gloss, put an airbrush, and I thin it down to where it's a good 50-50 mix. And I shot the entire model. That was just basically the coat to seal everything, and it kind of gives it a semi-gloss in a way. So what I'm going to do, and this is the stuff you're not going to see, is I'm going to spray it one more time with the clear coat gloss, and I'm going to put it to the side and let it dry. And then I haven't painted the engines yet, which when I post still pictures of it, I make a Facebook album every time I finish a kit. So you'll be able to see, stuff like that painted. And the other thing you're not going to see is I got to stain the base, and it's basically going to be a golden brown, and I ain't going to bore everyone to death. And I got to make sure I get the correct colors, so I may have to make a trip, see what color the walls are, and make sure that everything is hunky-dory. But anyway, Concord is done. That was a fun model. It's basic, but I think it pretty good size too. I mean, for for what you get, and decals weren't too bad at all. So up next for the build for others, we are going to build the 747, and we'll do the Pan Am markings, and we're going to use the photo etch set from. Let me get my cheat sheet here. Fedortron.com, and we'll see how that works out with the 747. I'll show you something about this kit since. Oh, when did it come out? When did it come out? Of course, it don't say. Anyway, I'll show you. At one time, this kit was supposed to be white, so I assume it's aged in time. I call it the Smoker's Yellow kit. This kit was actually sealed. I popped it open, and so that's been in storage for a while. So I'm hoping the decals look pretty good. But one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to shoot a coat of decal, not solution, carrier film basically over it. Decal bonder, that's it. I'll spray that on there just to be on the safe side. But they look pretty darn good for the age of models. So anyway, we're going to tackle that either today or tomorrow. Back to the Future. Again, I really didn't get a whole lot. I started on dock, and I thought I got all the flash off, but I guess I didn't put my eyes on. I didn't see it. I had to get rid of some of the flash here. But anyway, I got part of this belt painted, and I just blocked in the color. There's really no, you might see little dashes, daubs of white here. I just blocked in the color. I'm going to go back in and touch up where I missed, and then I like to use washes. That's how I paint figures, especially accessories. I'll put the base coat down, and then I'll go in with basically a darker brown black wash to get all the recesses, and then go back over it and like dry brushing and just do the highlights on like the pouches where it would light would hit and everything like that. But anyway, that's where I got so far on Doc. Marty, I did get his blue jean pants. I got his shirt here, which is, if you look at Marty's, basically got a light blue and then a darker blue, and I just went with a lighter blue than the blue jeans. And I'm going to go back in and dry brush and may do some highlights on him, on his clothes, so it'll change up his pants and everything. His shirt it's not really white. It's I'm going to say a light blue with like a design on it. So I got as close as I can on that. And of course his life preserver, I did get that painted. I got to go back over it. I only have one orange. Well, I actually have two oranges. I have Tamaya orange, which is really bright white orange, and then I have Model Air's orange, which is, this is the closest thing to his life preserver. that you can get. But I think I may have thinned it even more trying to brush paint it, and it's awfully thin, and I'm going to do another coat on it. And I may have to go to the hobby store and go buy a bottle of orange paint that's a little thicker, so I can paint him just a little bit. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge once we get there. But anyway, got his light preserver pretty much painted. Again, I'd try to do a darker color, and then I'm going to go back in and do like a wash, and then do the highlights too. Again, that's the way I paint. Again, you know, just the way I do it. And then I like to get all the clothes and everything basic done. And then I go start doing the flesh, which we'll probably do that next week. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Finished up the Concord. Going to get ready to start the 747. And Back to the Future is slinging some paint. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.